Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Menkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another!
Hey,
Another! And it's a steal by Soden. Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open, three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Make guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run off the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Exeter. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for this 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I semifinal between defending champion Bedford and Nashua North. The Bulldogs and the Titans, first of two here from Exeter High School. Fans continuing to file in, and this one promises to be a nail-biter. Both these teams met up in early January. Seems like forever ago now.
I know, I was thinking about that when they played.
January 5th, so over 2 months
it's
ago.
been a while. It seems like it was just a couple weeks ago.
That meeting was in Bedford. The Bulldogs prevailed 76-71. Since then, well, a lot of success for both squads. The Titans have rattled off 12 in a row, including 2 postseason tournament wins over Goffstown and Wyndham. Bedford, their only loss came last month against Pinkerton. Since then, 5 straight victories, including tournament W's over Central and Alvern. So both programs, as we know, on the short list year in and year out to do some damage in Division I. For Nashua North under head coach Stephen Lane, it's their 3rd straight trip to the semifinals. Bedford, of course, after winning the whole thing a year ago, looking to get back to the championship game on Sunday for the 2nd straight year.
And you know, they have a really good chance. We already know that. We've seen them play multiple times. We know how tough they are. I mean, you got to stop Soden, at least contain him. You don't know if you can stop him. They have a lot of other weapons that can score the basketball. Nashua North has been playing really well going forward. The big fella, Rodriguez, I guess, has been outstanding as of late, so let's go.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, there it is, the national anthem setting the tone here in Exeter for our semifinal doubleheader. First up, Bedford and Nashua North. We will see top seed Pinkerton take on Trinity at 7:30. Some keys here, Justin.
Well, last time they played, again, the game was close. Nashua North turned the ball over a few times in the end. Bedford's press kind of gave them a little bit of trouble. They have really good guards, though. And so tonight, it's going to be on those Bedford guards to kind of contain Pena and Roy Cortez, just because they like to attack the basket, kick it out. Maglani's a good shooter. This will be Bedford's toughest test yet in the playoffs. So, it could be close. I kind of anticipate it will. So we'll see. Bedford just has to make sure they play good defense. And again, whoever wins the turnover battle is probably going to win the game. That seems how it's gone all playoffs. 3
officials tonight, all of them veterans. Peter Burkhart, Daryl Robichaud, and Peter McKinney. Tip is won by the Titans. The number 3 seed, they're in their road blues here on this neutral floor. Bedford, the 2 seed, in the whites. And an early foul is going to come against the junior guard, Brady O'Connell. Called for the reach. Just 12 seconds into the game.
And they're really, guard-wise, they're only 7 deep. Really, they don't have another guard they can bring off the bench that can take his spot and do well. He gets in foul trouble. That's going to cause some problems ball handling-wise.
Here's Jaden Pena. High post, Robinson Rodriguez, and Maglani is the shooter to watch tonight. Here he is, up and in from the elbow, and it's 2-0 North.
Yeah, if he gets off and starts shooting well from the beginning, we've seen him just nail shot after shot. If the ball doesn't go in early for him, it's a struggle.
One of the best shooters statewide, the junior captain. Off to a good start here in this semifinal. Bedford's first possession, Luke Soden, a smooth up and under off the window to tie it at 2.
And Rodriguez was there for help, but he kind of backed off a little bit.
Tough shot here for Luke Peters, and now a jump ball is called as Rodriguez tied up with Bedford big man Spencer Henrishon. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs, so Bedford will take over.
Henrishon's tough. Henrishon's not going to give you a lot of baskets, but he's going to rebound. He's going to be physical, as an example on that play. Extremely physical.
To stand out on the 2-time state champion football team. 3-pointer for Soden is off. Pena looks to push the other way. All the way. Left hand, short. Henrishon the rebound. Outlet, though, broken up and stolen by Maglani. And now Peters will skip it far side for Pena. Here's Ruig Cortez. Up top, 3-pointer. It's Peters.
Yeah, Peters doesn't shoot very much. That's a 3.
So the junior, wide open, knocks it down from straight away, and North with an early 5-2 lead.
Yeah, but what I've heard, through my sources close to my sources say that he's played really good defense, doesn't take many shots, but he's been really good for them, like good for them in terms of team, a glue guy.
Fadeaway won't fall. Soden a pretty good look from 16, and Maglani the other way.
Sometimes it takes Luke a little time to see the ball go in before he makes some of those open shots.
Rodriguez looking for a cutter. It's Pena trying to go up. Had it partially blocked, follows his own miss, and whips it back up top for Peters.
Yeah, he went right at
Pena, baseline 2. Won't go. This one, though, last touched by Bedford Soden, and will stay here.
Yeah, Pena went right at O'Donnell. Take a look at that if they show the replay. Went right at, almost got another foul. He's going to have to be careful. Pena's quick. O'Donnell's going to have to move his feet.
Inside Rodriguez. Tough shot. Gets it to go.
Too easy. That's a mismatch inside. I think Henrishon's going to have a hard time with that unless he keeps him away from the basket.
First 2 for the 6'5 junior. 5-point lead on the board here for the Titans. It's got their fans excited. The student section on their feet. The defense produces a turnover. Rodriguez. And with that, Coach Moreno has seen enough.
Mismatch.
Timeout, Bedford.
Let's take a look on defense, too. Nick, this is an interesting thing they're doing on defense. They're playing man. Rodriguez is playing zone by himself, not guarding Henrishon. So watch. Stays in the paint. What happens on that cut? Hands are there. Gets a steal. Come down and score. That's an interesting defensive setup that they have going tonight.
Well, both these head coaches, we know, expected to flash a variety of defensive looks throughout the afternoon. I guess throughout the evening at this point as we head towards 6 o'clock Eastern. But 2 of the better basketball minds on the sidelines is the bottom line. Coach Lane for Nashua North, and of course Frank Moreno for Bedford.
Bedford doesn't get it complicated though. They will play man in the half court, and they will zone press in the full court. So you're not going to get tricky. I don't think, have we seen them play zone all year? I don't think, Nick, if they played zone once, you recall? Maybe occasionally, but they're pretty much a man-to-man team.
It's 9-2 North coming out of the timeout. Bedford looking to quiet the Titan crowd. O'Connell whips it to the corner. Kazajanski is ready, but he can't connect. Rebound pulled in by Elise Roy Cortez. And North looking to build on this early 7-point edge.
I can live with that Kazajanski jumper in the corner. He's going to hit a couple of those, but I can live with that.
McLaughlin fade, no. Rodriguez, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That is a problem for them right now because he actually is playing like he is supposed to be playing. 6
points, 3 for 3 out of the gate for Rodriguez. Meanwhile, they're going to wave it off. Foul on the floor first. And it's the first team foul against the Titans as we near the midway point of this first quarter.
Yeah, Pena's got to be careful too. O'Connell, my fault, likes to attack the basket quite frequently and draws a lot of fouls. And Pena has gotten in foul trouble before.
So Pena with 1 for North. O'Connell has the lone foul for Bedford. Here's O'Connell for 3. Well, Pena took a gamble there, tried to jump into the passing lane. That freed up the junior for his first bucket.
If you're going to gamble like that, you better get it. I remember my dad used to get on me when if I missed that and didn't get it, sub real quick.
Maguani trying to match from downtown, can't get to it. Rebound for Thomas Braga, the senior, one of the better 6 men statewide. Meanwhile, Kazajanski gets it to go, and the foul.
Oh, that was a good move. And you know what? I thought Rodriguez did exactly what he was supposed to do. Didn't move. Didn't look like there was a foul there. Let's take a look on our fine replay. Not much there. If you're going to give anything, that's offense. He jumped straight up. Wow, okay. Interesting.
So 1 for Rodriguez and Kazajanski. Chance to make this a 1-possession difference, but cannot hit the free throw. Rodriguez's second rebound, and North comes the other way. Titans come in winners of 12 straight, 10 of those in the regular season. And then the 2 tournament wins. Rodriguez having a field day early, now with 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to stop him. You're going to have to not let him catch the ball. He's just, right now, he's too big and he's playing big.
There's a steal. It's Pena. Tough take. Gets it off the glass.
Oh, that's on O'Connell.
That draws a foul.
That's O'Connell's second foul. He looked right at him. Did he call it? He did. That's his second foul. That's huge.
So Coach Moreno going to have to make a decision here. He's going to pull the junior off the floor and replace him with his younger brother, Logan.
And that's a big difference right there. Huge difference between those 2 players.
Sophomore is hunched over at the table ready to come on. Meanwhile, Pena gets a friendly roll on the first free throw.
Pena was smart. You got to go at him, get him in foul trouble, and guess what? Now he has to sit down. We've only been playing for 4.5 minutes. You need O'Connell in the game. He's their floor general. You like a good floor general, Nick. I know you do.
Of course. Who doesn't? This one around the rim and out. The rebound to Braga. Up the sideline it goes. Soden. 3-pointer up and in.
Got the green light. You got to get a hand up. Hand down, man down.
Meanwhile, this one ends up out of bounds, and it's last touch by Nashua North, so turned over to Bedford.
That's the first turnover. Bedford, has 3, and Nashua has 1. I mean, if my mathematics is correct, I think that's where we are.
Coming up in 3 minutes remaining first quarter. 4-point game.
I do expect to see Bedoyan make sure he'd be the primary ball handler.
Soden rejected by Rodriguez.
Good block.
Pena in attack mode to the rim, gets the scooper.
Pena's been attacking the basket. That's kind of his thing. Lightning quick.
Now Braga's turn to go inside. Looks for the trailer. It's the point guard, Bedoyan, who knocks down a 15-footer.
He's gotten so much better, much improved player.
The junior with his first bucket. Meanwhile, Soden slaps this one out of bounds into the Bedford student section.
Yeah, you got a 4-point lead. You don't want to turn the ball over now. Take your time. Bring the ball down the floor. Keep doing what you're doing if you're Nashua.
Bedoyan got his hand on it. Steals it at midcourt. Looks up the floor for Kazajanski, who lays it in.
Ooh, might have got away with a step there or 2.
Kazajanski's second field goal. And Bedford, after trailing by 7 earlier, within 2 as we head towards 2 minutes to go first quarter. Pena, pump fake, drops it down. Rodriguez patient on the finish. 10 already for the junior big man. Kazajanski to the rim is fouled.
Oh, good block by Maglani. Got a hand, knocked the ball right away.
May have gotten some wrist as well.
Let's take a look at the replay on that one, baby. Yep, got some wrist. Thought he got the ball. That's what he thought. You always tend to think, they seem to think they didn't foul, so he got him. Good call by the official.
So, Maglani picks up his first, team's third, with just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Austin Kazajanski, a 3-year member of this varsity squad. One of the better all-around athletes at Bedford High School.
He's got some hops.
And now a 2-year starter. Big part of that championship run a year ago. Kazajanski 1 for 2.
Got to make free throws right now. He's 1 for 3. Make sure he's the only guy to shoot them for them. Got to make free throws. Here's a little half-court trap. The 2-2-1 half-court trap. They bring their zone back a little bit and just go into half-court. Or the full court. Sorry.
In the paint. May have been partially blocked by Bedoyan. Sent up the floor. Poked away by Rodriguez and stolen. Back and forth we go. Maglani on the wing. Squares up, but that 3 is a line drive miss. And Braga has his 4th rebound off the bench already.
What? 4?
Meanwhile, Soden finds the younger O'Connell, who finds the touch from downtown. It's Logan O'Connell, the sophomore, his first 3 off the bench, and we are tied at 18. Here's a little bit of the zone.
Yeah, this is their 2-2-1 half-court trap. They take their man full-court 2-2-1 and they move it backwards. Same principles.
Steps into it too, but can't connect.
Yeah, the same principles apply in their full court. You just move it to the half court.
Meanwhile, Bedoyan goes right at Rui Cortez. And it's the defender who got the worst of the exchange. He's also going to get hit with the foul.
Yeah, you're going to have to make sure you stay in front and take a charge there. He should have reached.
That's Cortez's first. He's going to head to the sideline as Coach Lane will bring on Gavin Terrio, 6-foot senior, making his first appearance. Final minute, first quarter. Titans in a zone.
He was a starter for a while, Terrio. We saw him, I think, last time he started. Good minutes. Maybe Bedford might take the last shot, maybe not.
Bedoyan drops it down on a bounce pass, and there for the bucket is Braga. This one tipped out of bounds by O'Connell. Bedford, meanwhile, they've taken their first lead after trailing by as many as 7 early on.
And that's just turnovers, some simple mistakes that Nashua's made.
Meanwhile, we have a pause in the action as Logan O'Connell is going to tie the right sneaker at midcourt. The official is gracious enough to pause the game.
Right now you got Peters in the middle. You want maybe some size, please move Rodriguez to the middle of the floor where it's an easy target.
It's Rodriguez in the corner instead. He's double teamed. In a little bit of trouble. Wraps around the pass to Pena. Pena up and under. Scoop shot. Gets a friendly roll.
Play by Pena.
5 early for the senior. We're tied at 20. Meanwhile, O'Connell on the run. Can't get it to go. Rodriguez another rebound. Pena going to pull up for 3. That one no good from straight away. And there's Soden to the loose ball for Bedford. Inside of 10 seconds. Up and under. Alley-oop attempt won't go. Soden is tripped up and fouled. And he will head to the free throw line here with less than 3 seconds remaining. That is the 5th team foul against Nashua North. Foul goes against Terrio.
It's a lot of fouls early here. A lot of fouls early. Good free throw shooter, Luke Soden.
Luke Soden up around 27 points per game, one of the best scorers in the state in any division. Of course, he was spectacular last year as well for Bedford. And led the Bulldogs this year to a 17-1 regular season record. He goes 1 for 2 there. And that'll do it for the first quarter here in Exeter. Robinson Rodriguez throwing his weight around out of the gate. 10 points early for the junior, but the Titans trail by a point. Second quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, Bedford, after trailing by as many as 7 in the opening minutes, rally at the end of that first quarter, take a 1-point lead with them into the second, much to the delight of the Bedford student section. They're in red, they're on their feet, as they usually are. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. The 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Two teams looking for one ticket to Sunday's final at the University of New Hampshire. Bedford, the defending champ, the number 2 seed, looking for their second win this season over the Titans. North, after a 4-4 start, rattled off 10 straight wins. Of course, they're 2-0 in this tournament as well, so all in all, a 12-game win streak for Coach Lane's Titans. Meanwhile, we have a jump ball.
Another turnover, Nick.
And possession arrow favors the Bulldogs.
They looked a little bit out of sorts offensively that time. They didn't have Rodriguez kind of left the block. Their primary ball handlers, Pena and Cortez, didn't have the ball in their hands.
Bedoyan steps into a 3. It's off the front iron. And collecting off the bounces, Peters for North.
They have to attack and then look for the big fella inside.
Pena, he's going to attack. Another scooper for the senior. He's got 7. Looking to score here early in this first half. He puts his club back up by 1.
I think as the season has gone along, he's become more of a scorer than he was early.
Boy, Soden, so tough to stop. Able to hang and score over Rodriguez there. Meanwhile, Cortez is back on the floor, and he's going to draw a foul as he's knocked to the ground. He goes against Bedoyan. It's the first one either way here in the second quarter.
At the beginning of the year, Rodriguez would have fouled Soden on that last play down the other end. This time he was smart. He jumped, but he kind of stayed back just to maybe hopefully change his shot. Soden's so good, though, he makes those shots pretty easily, especially when there's really not a big contest.
8 points early for Soden. Meanwhile, it's Rodriguez. He's got a game-high 12 as he continues to eat at the trough in the paint.
He's got to find a way to give him the ball every single time down the floor. He should touch it every time before anybody else touches it on the offensive end. Once you start, he should get the ball.
Braga ready in the corner. Three-pointer is off target. Ball is loose under the basket and last touch by Bedford.
No, he pointed the wrong way. It's going to stay here.
He did?
Yeah, he did point the wrong way.
So it'll be Bedford ball.
Yeah.
With a minute and a half gone by in this second quarter. Coach Moreno going to go back to the Bedford bench. Logan O'Connell will sit. We get a look here at Landon Elsmore, 6'1 sophomore for the first time. Elsmore trying to keep it alive but was out of bounds, and now North will have the ball.
I don't think we've seen him yet. I don't recall seeing him play any minutes in the year so far. These are big playoff minutes for a guy who hasn't played very much, so good for him.
2-2-1 press. Rodriguez double team, keeps the ball high. Cortez trying to help him out.
I want Rodriguez in the middle. That way he can drop right down to the low block, catch the ball, get him out of the corner. He doesn't need to be in the corner. Peter should be in the corner.
Cortez. And now Pena will call out the play. Extended possession here for the Titans.
There you go. Inside, one-on-one matchup with Elsmore, you said?
Yep, Rodriguez spins to his left.
Oh,
Almost got that to go, but was hit on the wrist and will shoot 2.
Ellsmore. Got to get that name in my head. Ellsmore.
So Ellsmore picks up his first.
Well,
Coach Lane going to take the opportunity to bring his club over to the sideline for a quick word. And it looks like Coach Moreno is going to come back here with Brady O'Connell despite the 2 early fouls.
I was just going to make note of that for you. I saw that with 2 fouls and giving Ellsmore a break. That you're going to have to use more guys if you're going to have to guard Rodriguez. You may have to foul him a little bit, make him shoot free throws. He's killing him right now inside the paint.
Rodriguez, 1 for 2.
Now they're going to press. 2-2-1 full court zone press as well.
Titans with a 2-point lead. Soden into the front court. Goes around Rodriguez, up and under.
Way too easy. Uncontested. Easy reverse layup.
He's in double figures now with a team-high 10 points. Peters for 3. No good from the wing. There's McGloney on the glass. Almost able to bank that one home. Hit on the elbow. He'll shoot 2.
I think that was Braga got him, right?
Yep. So Braga gets hit with his first and 3 early team fouls here. Less than 3 minutes into the second quarter against Bedford.
After that first McGloney made basket, we really haven't seen him much. He's been kind of invisible until that rebound. Get himself a little active, make a free throw, get some open shots.
He's the captain. Coach Lane says he's kind of the organizer behind the scenes, a vocal leader. And he's now a 3-year starter, still just a junior.
Outstanding shooter. Outstanding outside shooter. Beautiful looking shot.
He's got 4 points in this first half. His club leads by 2. O'Connell for Braga. Going to go at Rodriguez and miss. Loose ball weak side. Pena undercut by Braga and a foul is called. It's a loose ball foul against Braga. That is his second.
That's already 4 on Bedford. We've only played almost 3 minutes. Wow.
So
Free throw
Bulldogs,
time.
they're going to have to proceed cautiously here. 2 of their players, 2 of their main 6 guys, we'll say, with 2 fouls each. And again, they're 1 away from the bonus.
That's complete opposite from the first quarter in terms of fouls, too.
3 minutes in, second quarter. Titans have played with the lead most of this first half and have led by as many as 7. Cortez for 3. Can't get it. McGloney keeps it alive and goes up and under. Off the window.
Find ways to get baskets. Help your teammates out. Offensive rebound.
Quick shot the other way. Bedoyan can't get it. Henrishon, the offensive rebound. His pass deflected. Collected by O'Connell. Going to power it up. Drop it underneath. And there's Henrishon's first bucket. McGloney gets a little bit of sunshine and capitalizes from the 3-point line.
Bedford did not want to see him get going. You got to get out and make him drive. You cannot leave him uncovered.
7 of his 9 have come in this second quarter. O'Connell left it short. It's poked up in the air by Bedoyan. Collected by Soden. Back to Bedoyan in the corner. The 3 is short. And there's Peters able to pinch down and collect for the Titans.
Peters kind of does a little bit of everything, right? Rebounds, plays good defense, occasional 3.
And at 5'8", he's arguably their best football player in the fall as well. McGloney. Double team. Henrishon says, I don't think so.
You've got to shoot that first one. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Don't force those shots inside. Catch and do what you do best. Catch and shoot.
Midway through the second quarter, it's a 5-point Titan lead. Coach Lane has brought another 6'5" player onto the floor.
Yeah, giving Rodriguez a little bit of a break.
Peter Donovan,
the
senior, has checked in for the first time as this pass is knocked into the Bedford bench.
You got to dribble toward your teammate. You can't make that pass. It's almost a cross-court type pass. You cannot make that pass.
McGloney off the pick and roll, going to fire a deep 3. In and out. There's the rebound by Donovan. And he'll stay at this end.
Good minutes for Donovan early. That's some size. He's going to change some shots, bang around with Henrishon inside.
Meanwhile, a jump ball is called.
That'll stay here this time.
Brady O'Connell thought he had a steal.
He's got to be careful. But
the whistle from official Peter McKinney says not so fast.
He better be careful. He's got 2 fouls. He's reaching in there. He's going to whack somebody on the wrist and then have to sit down again.
Coach Moreno continuing to pace up and down that Bedford sideline. His club has trailed most of this first half. That's unfamiliar territory for a Bulldog team that went 17-1 twice last year and this year.
Yeah, they just don't often lose. This group is really good together. Now, a lot of them are leaving. We know a lot of seniors, but they're just really good together. Nice
bailout pass. Yep, tip to Maglani in the corner. 3 halfway down, it pops out. And now it's a free-for-all. Kazajanski emerges from the pack for Bedford, finds Soden in the corner. Soden, 2 dribbles, pull up, in and out. No, follow, yes, by Bedoyan.
Got to box out. Find your man, box out. Good rebound by Bedoyan. He's active, very active player.
1 possession difference at 32-29 North. And a foul here on the perimeter is going to be the 5th team foul against Bedford. That is going to put Nashua North at the free throw line for the remainder of this first half.
Where are we at? 5-0 right now. 0 fouls for Nashua. 5 fouls. So that's going to be attack, attack, attack. Pump fake. Get them in foul trouble. Just keep shooting free throws if you're Nashua North.
So here is Elise Roy Cortez, the 5'9 junior. One of their better ball handlers and on-ball defenders. Going to misfire at the free throw line.
They do have good guards, good, quick guards. They can stay in front of pretty much almost anyone, and they're just hard to keep from getting to the basket.
After a brief rest, Rodriguez is back on the floor for North, replacing Donovan.
Seems like Cortez is the one who'd rather be a defender and a distributor, whereas Pena would rather score.
Well, Pena is going to step in, strip O'Connell. Had it blocked from behind, goes up with the left hand and gets it off the glass.
That is a great steal, and he fought hard for that offensive rebound after the block shot by O'Connell, but got to be careful again.
Pena with 9 in this first half. Blow by move by Soden, reverse layup, no. The tip is up and in.
Yeah,
Coach Lane wanted a goaltend.
Piece of the net, but I think that was okay. Brady O'Connell with a nice tip. I don't think, unless somebody grabbed the net, I couldn't really see. Yeah, it was a net grab by Henderson. That should have been waved off.
It'll count. So 35-31. Rodriguez back inside, double teamed. Off balance flick. No good. And it's Logan O'Connell who's fouled in the backcourt here by Peters.
It's okay, not a bad foul. That's their first foul. You have 3 fouls now to give. If you don't want them to get easy baskets, you can foul up high and use those fouls. With 1:47 to go, use them.
Titans in a man-to-man. The chant of defense coming from the Nashua North student section. Logan O'Connell cut off on the drive, finds Kazajanski, wide open 3, around the rim and out. Poked high in the air, it ends up out of play and back over to the Titans.
I can still live with that. Kazajanski's great going to the basket. He's going to get you a 3 here and there, but if you're Nashua North, I'd rather see him attack the basket, and that's okay. Or I'd rather see him shoot that 3, than attack the basket.
North looking for breathing room, up by 4. Coming up on 1 minute remaining first half. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, plus a preview of our second semifinal between top seed Pinkerton and Trinity. That's all coming up at halftime.
There's a rare 2-3 zone right now for Bedford, sensing perhaps a little bit of a foul issue. You go to a zone, that way you may not be fouling quite as much.
Rodriguez whips it into the corner. Maglani is ready.
Bango, you got to guard him.
His second from downtown. He's got a dozen. 10 of those in this second quarter. And North has matched their largest lead from earlier. It's a 7-point gap. O'Connell can't connect from straight away, but there's Henderson on another offensive rebound. Kazajanski back to Henderson. Wades into the paint. Logan O'Connell, deep 3 from the wing. Back iron miss. Offensive rebound, Brady O'Connell. Back to Logan. Teardrop. No. Henderson, yes.
Nice pass. Good tip in by Henderson. There when he's supposed to be. Good offensive rebound.
Final 10 seconds. 38-33 Nashua North. Pena looks over his left shoulder at Coach Lane. Down to 5 seconds. Looks for a ball screen. Puts it on the deck. Crossover dribble. Down the lane. And draws a foul near the iron.
Good call. Good call. Going to shoot 2 free throws.
Henderson got him on the wrist. It comes with less than a second remaining. 0.5 on the clock.
It's so lightning quick. I guess you can wait till about 6 seconds and go if you're that quick. I'm going at 10, Nick. I can't go much quicker than that.
Pena has looked outstanding in this first half.
Yeah, he's been good. Really looking for offense, looking to score, and I think my sources, close to sources, have said that's kind of what he's been doing, looking to score.
And, of course, he's already made a name for himself on the defensive end of the floor, those long arms, the quick feet.
Very quick. Quick hands, quick feet, moves well, laterally, quick up and down. Yeah, he's tough to stop.
He's added the offensive piece to his game here tonight.
Got a lot of pump fakes around the basket, too. Pump fake here, up and unders. When you're not huge, that's a great way to get open offensively.
Soden trying to beat the buzzer, almost did it.
Or the hush.
That'll do it for the first half.
What a half.
A picturesque first 16 minutes for Coach Lane's third-seeded Titans as Nashua North has a 40-33 lead on the board over the defending champs at halftime.
This will be a very interesting second half. Bedford hasn't been in the situation very often where they're behind. Last time they played Nashua North, I think there were a couple times when they trailed, and then they end up, kind of taking over in the end. But Rodriguez didn't play much in that game last time. They went away from what they were doing early with Rodriguez and Nashua. They kind of didn't throw him the ball quite as much there toward the end of that second quarter, but he did so much in the beginning, so much damage early. You got to come back second half. Your adjustment should be keep going back to him, keep getting him the ball. Bedford's just got to find a way to stop him and then get some easier shots. So Bedford needs some easier looks at the basket. Soden's the only one that's really had easy looks.
All right, coming up in just a moment, we'll take a look back at that first half. We'll tally up the stats. Ben's got the highlights ready to go. And we'll preview Pinkerton and Trinity as well. So don't go anywhere. North at halftime with a 40-33 lead over Bedford. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
All right, it's halftime here in Exeter, where Nashua North played very well in the first half, and they lead 40-33 over defending champion Bedford. Nick Anastas, along with Justin Gorham, first of two semifinals here in Division I. Glad you could join us here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Of course, we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Well, Coach Lane's Titans won 12 in a row coming in, and they looked like it in the opening minutes. Jumped out to a 9-2 lead, trailed briefly at the end of the first quarter by a point, but reestablished that lead in the second quarter. Junior Robertson Rodriguez on his way to a monster night, 13 points, 4 rebounds, plenty of help. McGlonney, the captain, also a junior with a dozen, including 2 made three-pointers. And then Jaden Pena, who usually makes his name on the defensive end, doing a little bit of everything, including scoring 11 points in that first half. So 3 players already in double figures for the Titans, and it shows on the scoreboard 40-33.
Yeah, and right now Rodriguez is almost unstoppable when he gets the ball underneath the basket. The problem was in that second quarter, their lead is 7. They went away from that a little bit in the second quarter. Guards started attacking, doing some other things. Now in the third quarter, I think you go back to Rodriguez. You increase your lead. Bedford can't. I don't think Bedford right now, even though their press I think is really good, I don't think they can press Nashua successfully. I think their guards are too quick. They're going to stay in that half-court trap, and you got to try and trap the corners. They trapped Rodriguez, I think, once. I put Rodriguez in the middle. That'd be my adjustment at halftime against that trap. And then have him get the ball middle, kick it, and then go right down to just above the low block and go inside. Bedford's got to get a few more contributions from some of their other players with, well, we have Soden with 10, and then we have a few other guys with 4 and 5, and that's about it. So a balanced attack, but you usually see, Brady O'Connell will have 10 or 12 at halftime. Luke Soden will have his 10 or 12, and then maybe Bedoyan lately has had 8, 10, 12 at halftime, and then finishes with around 18 points. So right now it's kind of one of those things where they just need a little bit more contribution from other players. And defensively, you got to figure out how are we going to stop or contain Rodriguez here in the second half.
As you mentioned, the Bulldogs spread it out. 7 different scorers in that first half compared to 5 for the Titans. Both teams took very good care of the basketball. Just 4 turnovers for the Bulldogs and only 2 for the Titans.
That's rare. We've seen way too many turnovers in the Division II games we just did. A lot of turnovers. Teams managed to hang on and win at the end. A lot of missed free throws. Here we've seen good, decent free throw shooting on the side of Nashua North. And not great right now for Bedford being, 2 for 5. That's not like them to shoot 2 for 5 and only shoot 5 free throws.
All right, any adjustments that we look for here in the second half?
Yeah, like I said, my adjustment would be to move Rodriguez to the middle when you went against the Bedford half-court trap. If you're Bedford, you might want to have to try some different things, play man full court, try and continue to trap in the half court, and just deny Rodriguez the ball. Don't let him catch it. Make him beat you from the outside. He's not afraid to shoot jumpers, but make him beat you from outside. That would be my adjustment with Rodriguez.
So North, with their largest lead on the board as we get set for this third quarter, hoping for revenge after losing an early January matchup in Bedford. Bulldogs 17-1, tied for the best record in D1. The tiebreaker, of course, went to Pinkerton, who won the head-to-head matchup. And we'll see the Astros later tonight when they tip off against Trinity at 7:30. We'll have that coverage right here on the NFHSnetwork.com.
It's hard to win a title once, let alone twice. The target has been on Bedford's back all year long, and the target just gets more and more, or gets bigger as you move along, just because everybody knows we got to beat them.
Well, Soden lost the basketball and got a piece of Peters on the way down. He's going to be hit with the foul.
Yeah, turnover and a foul.
So Bedford's leading scorer just got hit with his first personal. He's got Coach Moreno on his feet, calling out the defensive assignment. Well, Nashua North, after, now 3 straight trips to the semifinals, hoping to break through and punch their ticket to Sunday's championship. It would be the first time a Nashua school outside of Bishop Girton has been to the championship round since Nashua High School won it back in 2002. That was obviously before the split. First possession for the Titans. Rodriguez, a beautiful step through.
Got to cut him off. Where's that help defense? Good move to the basket.
He's the game's high scorer with 15. Bedoyan, lightning quick, goes end to end for 2.
Good effort. Did you see the adjustment, though? Bedford is coming out, and they're trapping more.
3-pointer. Won't go for Cortez. Weak side rebound for Soden.
Yeah, they're getting after it, trying to trap more locations. Oh, that's a jump ball. Good block. Hand right on the ball.
They're going to get Cortez with the foul. Apparently got a piece of the wrist as well as the basketball.
Let's see what the Wizard has here.
He's got 2.
Yep, got him on the arm. Good call. Great call by the official.
Been a pretty well officiated game so far.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Tough game.
By this three-man crew. So Bedoyan, who seemingly has gotten better throughout the year. He's a veteran at this point. 3-year member of the varsity squad, still with a year to go, of course, only a junior. Had 4 points in that first half. And he's got 4 more already in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a lot of help from Bedoyan, O'Connell, Kazajansky. Soden can't carry this offensive load all by himself. You see what I mean about the adjustment of maybe putting Rodriguez in the middle? He's just a bigger target inside.
Well, here he is inside. He's got an easy layup. The feed from the wing from Pena.
Keep going at that. If you're Nashua North, that's your bread and butter. Just keep going at him.
17 for Rodriguez. Backdoor cut, Kazajansky. Tried to go off the glass. Offensive rebound, Henrishon. And this one is going to go. It's Bedoyan looking to score the basketball.
Coming out aggressive early.
He's got all six of Bedford's third quarter points. Bulldogs back within 5. Again, the press is on. Rodriguez out of the corner. Drops it into the paint, and there's Peters. High off the glass, gets a friendly roll. Left-hand finish for the junior.
Little man, inside, little hook.
He's got 5. And again, it's a 7-point game. Logan O'Connell, tough pull-up over Pena. Rolls around the rim and out. Rodriguez's 5th rebound. Pena looking to push tempo, goes all the way to the rim.
Oh, nobody there to pick him up. Might have got away with, I think, maybe for me, a little carry. That hesitation move, he picked the ball up. Wizard, what do we got? Great move, but might have been a carry. You have to see it. His dad won't like it.
Look clean to me.
Okay, Nick, here we go. Here's the Wizard. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you might be right.
He flipped his hand all the way under the ball, 180, and said, here it is. And they went back and laid it up.
Either way, a good take.
I liked it, but it's a carry.
So,
sorry, Mario.
48-39 represents the largest lead for Nashua North. And you see there Coach Lane, longtime head coach, crouched down in the middle of that huddle. Got a chance to speak with him briefly before the game. He seemed relaxed, seemed confident. He's got every reason to be with his team riding a win streak of 12 games, looking to make it 13 in a row if they can win here in the semifinal.
You know, sometimes teams this time of year, they just go on a roll.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. You can keep play them hard, play them tough. You can be a team like Bedford who's confident, really good. But when a team is on a roll, man, sometimes that roll is just, you can't not stop the roll. It just keeps going downhill.
It was a 4-4 start. In fact, a 4-0 start for the Titans. And then early January ran into some trouble. The loss to Bedford, that snowballed to 4 straight. They fell to 4-4. But again, rattled off 10 in a row to close out the regular season slate. And had playoff wins over both Goffstown and Windham. Meanwhile, here's a turnover. It's going to give the ball back to the Titans. So we see there the ball just kind of betrays Kazajansky and rolls off his fingertips.
Now, if you look at this, here's the press again. Now it's a 2. Well, we're going to go man. Nope. Can't tell. Kazajansky's picking up Peters and following him around, so it's more of a man. Picking up in half court, all the way out to half court.
Good extra pass. Pena kind of stepped through along the baseline, sets up Cortez for an open 15-footer.
You know what? They're just very willing passers to each other as well. Pena's a willing passer, even though he's a good scorer. He's just a willing passer.
Three-pointer, Soden, partially blocked. O'Connell rejected again.
Another block. Back-to-back blocks.
Lost it. O'Connell across the lane. Bedoyan draws the foul.
Wow. I don't know about that one. That's a second foul. I don't know about that. He, again, straight up.
Able to lean into the defender to draw the whistle.
Lonnie's got to be strong with it. Can't let him just take it away. That was an offensive foul. Arm came out, hit Rodriguez in the chest.
So Rodriguez with 2. Bedoyan continuing to stay hot in this third quarter, where now 7 of his 11 points have come. Short, Maglani is 6th rebound. It's a game high.
You can't always, not every referee, but you can't always penalize the defender when they jump. Just because they jump in the air, you can't always penalize them.
There's a foul against O'Connell, and that's his 3rd.
Rodriguez jumped straight up, got pushed back. So in that case, too, O'Connell's just got to be careful and doesn't reach. Let's see if the same thing applies here. Got to keep your hands out of the cookie jar. Well, not much there.
So he's got 3. He's going to stay on the floor, at least for now.
Yeah, big game. You got to leave him in. You need him in there.
Thomas Braga is checked in, replacing Henrichon for Bedford. So a smaller Bulldog lineup on the floor. It's a 10-point lead for the Titans as we approach the midway point third quarter. Pena, another great up and under. Can't finish. McGloney's got the tip.
There he is.
McGloney with 14 to go with 7 rebounds. Kazajanski hit on the wrist.
McGloney got him.
Able to hang, and then a little scooper draws contact.
Now we got to hit the free throws. It's 1 for 3 so far. Got to hit them free throws. Get them back in the game. Biggest lead, right? 12 points. We haven't seen a 12-point Bedford deficit in quite some time.
No, not all year.
There may have been one, but I don't know if you and I have seen it.
No, I don't think so.
Even the Pinkerton game, they were never behind that much when they lost the game.
2 for 2 trip for Kazajanski. Much needed free throws.
Back to the half-court man. They kind of pulled out of the press for a while. Right now, Nashua North looking to go backdoor cuts. This is where you don't want to turn the ball over. They're overplaying the ball. The Bedford overplaying the
Cortez spins. Elbow J won't go. Rebound O'Connell. Quick shot the other way. It's Kazajanski.
That's a good way to get back quick. Run the floor.
Yep. Bedford very good in transition, as we know, even off the miss. 8-point game. Pena left it short. Bedoyan looking to push. Into the paint the other way. Back to Kazajanski. Left it short. It rolls off the front iron.
Tough one. Tough miss.
Rebound Cortez, and now it's McGloney deep. Knocks it down in front of his bench.
Beautiful looking shot. Turnover. Another one.
Steal. Pena wants a 3.
Bang. Back-to-back threes, Nick. Look out.
Suddenly it's a 14-point game. Soden will try his hand at the deep one. Braga the rebound and then fouled as he collides with McGloney along the baseline.
McGloney better be careful. I know he has, McGloney has 1 foul or?
That's his 3rd and the team's 4th.
They can't afford to lose him either. He's shooting the ball right now too well.
Just inside of 3 minutes here remaining third quarter.
4-2 with the foul situation. We're going to see some free throws again, I think. A nice little flex cut by Bedford.
Kazajanski lost it off his leg.
The
officials look at each other. Pena pleading his case.
Wizard.
Bedford may have caught a break there.
No, that was off. That was a good call.
Like McGloney's left foot.
Yeah, Good call. Good call by our fellow bald official, Peter Burkhart.
Yep. West High grad. 3-pointer. Soden. Well, if there's one player on the floor who can bring his team back, it's Luke Soden.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get a hand up on him and make him a driver. He's too good of a shooter.
O'Connell in the passing lane. Broke up the pass. Collides with Pena at midcourt. And I believe the foul is going to go against the Titan guard.
I think so.
So Pena, the senior, is hit with his 2nd.
Yeah, now the turnover situation. Got to be careful with the turnovers. They got 3 here in the second half.
That's also team foul number 5. So a 1-and-1 here for Bedford. We saw the tables turned back in the second quarter when the first 5 fouls were called against the Bulldogs. So Bedford trailing here by 11, hoping to use the stripe to help out their cause. O'Connell, his first point since halftime. He's got 6.
Yeah, and Nashua just needs to make sure they do a better job handling the ball. Get it to your wings who are open and try and get the ball back inside. Attack the basket. Find Rodriguez for those easy 2-footers because that's what's been working for them.
Free throw no good. Braga's got another rebound. Soden, 15-footer around the rim and out. Bedoyan wrestles it free. Rejected by Terrio, who just came on. And then a foul in the backcourt against Soden.
That's a good rebound, good rejection by Terrio. How many is that on Soden? I couldn't hear that.
It's Soden now with 2 fouls and the third Bedford team foul of this third quarter. It comes with just over 2 minutes remaining. Coach Moreno at midcourt, cupping his mouth, calling out the defense. It's a man-to-man look from Bedford.
We'll see offensively what they decide to do. Corner, look inside. You got a one-on matchup inside with Rodriguez.
Peters trying to keep the dribble, finds Pena in the corner. Guarded by Soden as we move inside of 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, reset, take your time, maybe run it again if you can. Run the same thing they had set up last time.
Pena goes at Soden, looks across the lane, finds Rodriguez, who finds the touch off the window.
Just too easy, and these baskets he's getting these baskets because of how good the guards are at getting him the ball.
I think all his paints have come in the point.
Yes,
all his points have come in the paint. Braga, challenge shot, goes high off the glass.
It's a good no foul, though, for Rodriguez. You keep your hands straight up. You don't need him. I think he has 2 fouls, so you don't want him in foul trouble.
Peters all the way to the cup, draws a foul.
You didn't need that from Peters, but he drew the foul. Soden, that's his third.
All 3 have come in this third quarter against Bedford's leading scorer, Luke Soden.
With 1:26 to go, you may want to take him out for a minute 26, just in case.
See if Coach Moreno
I know you never want to take him out.
No. Not if you can help it.
No, you don't. You want to leave him in, but you also don't want him to get his 4th and 5th foul within. I'm going at him again. The guards are doing the right thing. You go at O'Connell, you go at Soden, and get him in foul trouble.
A lot of movement along the lane. And that looks like a double violation, which results in a jump ball. And North will have it as they own the possession arrow here.
I don't know about this. Soden moved first. And then Rodriguez went. Soden moved behind Rodriguez, and then Rodriguez went. So that was interesting. I don't know. I guess since they both moved, that's a good call.
That's a very rare double lane violation.
You don't see that too often.
Rodriguez lost it, punched loose from behind. O'Connell, a step around layup.
Too easy for O'Connell. Way too easy. Turnovers all of a sudden. That's a quick 4 here in this second half.
Bedford trailed by 14 just a moment ago. They're within 8. So we head towards 1 minute remaining third quarter. Titans have played with the lead most of the night. Pena lost the ball, batted up in the air. O'Connell comes down with it.
You know what I say, that's too much dribbling.
O'Connell attacks. Can't bank it. Follows his own miss. Whips it to Kazajanski. Step back, free throw line, shot short. And then Pena lost the outlet pass, which results in a jump ball.
Another turnover. 5 turnovers in a row here for Nashua. They're just not doing a good job taking care of the ball this quarter. They're letting them get away with it. They're letting them play this quarter, though.
Soden off the screen. 3 out of the corner. Rattles in and out. Cortez pinches up the floor to Peters. Peters to the rim, able to score. Able to angle his body around Bedoyan.
Peters.
Final 25 seconds. Kazajanski for 3.
He's going to get 1 or 2 of those a game.
Able to spot up in the corner. Another shot up and in. It's Peters.
Peters again.
Peters coming alive in this third quarter. 7 of his 10. Final 5 seconds. 10-point game again. O'Connell around Rodriguez. Left it short. It's tipped back out. Kazajanski, 1 final heave. Ends up short out of the corner, and that will do it for the third quarter. The Titans, they can see the finish line. They've got a 10-point lead. Will they dethrone the champs tonight and head to the final? Or does Bedford come back to keep their magical season going? We find out next. Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471 888-866-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, this one has been fun so far. 3 quarters in the books. Nashua North with a 65-55 lead over Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Nashua North, 3 straight trips to the semifinals. Is the 3rd time the charm for Coach Lane. They have played with the lead most of the night, led by as many as 14, but they turned the basketball over on their first possession of this 4th quarter.
And they have 6 here in the second half when they only had 2 early, so getting a little sloppy with the basketball. Got to make sure they take their time, move the ball around, do what they did earlier. Inside to Rodriguez, attack the basket, drop it off, easy baskets.
Bedford, the defending champs, 17-1 during the regular season. That included a win over Nashua North. Luke Soden left it short. Rebound number 7 collected by Rodriguez. And then a hustling Luke Soden knocks the ball out of bounds. Well, Bedford, they were champs last year. They beat Pinkerton in the final. Speaking of the Astros, we'll see them in about an hour. 7:30 tip-off when they take on Trinity. It's been a magical couple of years for Coach Moreno's squad. He's hoping that they could come from behind here in this 4th quarter to keep the streak going. McGlonney.
Finger roll.
Well, got that to go despite being off balance.
Good defense by Soden, too. That was just better offense.
McGlonney's got 19 quietly. Step back, O'Connell. Back iron miss. Braga tries to keep it alive. Soden does keep it in the front court. Now the point guard, Bedoyan, trying to break down the defense. Braga is wide open in the corner. 3-pointer off target. Weak side tip attempt by O'Connell won't go. And now it's Cortez trying to race down the other way for Nashua North. Pumps the brakes. Peters ends up with it. 3 on the way. Won't go. O'Connell the rebound.
Peters
Quick outlet to Bedoyan. It's a 2-on-1. A step through. Up and under. Gets it to go.
Nice shot. Good spin.
Bedoyan has looked to score here in this second half. Now with 9 of his 13 coming since the break, it's a 10-point game again.
Yeah, keep trading baskets if you're Bedford, though. You got to make sure you get a stop or 2.
Backdoor, Pena, beautiful.
Great pass. That is a great pass off a really good backdoor cut by Pena.
O'Connell travels.
Yep, just slip. Watch the feet.
Ran into Rodriguez as well, who played it straight up there.
Good defense by Rodriguez. Good timeout call.
Coach Moreno going to use a 30-second timeout here with less than 2 minutes gone by in this 4th quarter. The lead grows to 12 for the Titans.
Yeah, you can't keep trading baskets, obviously. You got to get a stop. And right now, if Nashua continues to do kind of what they just did, attack backdoor, get the ball inside, too much dribbling outside, they're going to turn the ball over because they're trying to make too difficult a pass too far apart. You got to make sure you get angles. Right now, angles are not good. Bedford does a good job defending the angles, denying the pass. So Bedford, keep denying the pass. You just got to get stops and then come down and get quick baskets so they can at least get this down to about 6 with maybe 3 minutes to go. Then I think they'll have a really good chance to win the game if they can get it there. But right now, Nashua North is playing really well.
It's a team effort. Now with 4 double-digit scores, Nashua North. 3 of those happened in the first half. Rodriguez leading everybody with 19. McGlonney, spoke too soon, also has 19 points. Luke Peters is chipped in with 11. And Jaden Pena looking to score the basketball tonight. He's got himself 18 points. 11 of those came in the first half. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Nashua North with a 12-point lead and the basketball, but it's tipped and turned over. Up ahead, it's Soden, who's stripped by Peters. Tried to keep it alive by flinging it behind the back, but had his toe on the baseline. Nonetheless, a great defensive effort by the junior.
Yeah, I thought he had jumped back in bounds. I thought he had a shot at that. I don't know. His foot must have been on the line.
Braga gets by Rodriguez, but can't score with the left hand, and McGlonney collapses on the glass for his 8th rebound. 69-57. Largest lead for the Titans, 14 earlier in the 3rd quarter. Chance to match that here. And despite Maglani losing his balance, his head coach has got his back. His coach Lane is going to call his first time out of this second half.
Well, you know how I feel about too much dribbling. Right now, when Nashua, when they play well, they dribble the ball less. Right? So it's a couple dribbles. Unless you're going to attack the basket and you're on the, say you're on a break or a steal and you're going to attack the basket and go all the way and lay it up, that's okay. But right now it's got to be dribble, pass, cut, move, screen for each other, roll, get Rodriguez inside. Because guys are catching the ball, they're dribbling, and they're just picking up their dribble for no apparent reason. Once you pick a dribble up, guess what? Trap, toes, turnover. Now you got to waste a timeout. So Bedford, if they can continue to trap, they can get some steals. Already there's seven Nashua North turnovers here in the second half.
Yeah. And yet they lead by 12.
Yeah, right. So 7-5. So Bedford's not out of the turnover bug as well. So all of a sudden we've seen a few more turnovers because you're playing more aggressive defense at this point in the game. I get it.
Well, 69-57. Still enough time here for the Bulldogs, but with 5.5 remaining, that clock starting to play a bit of a role here in this fourth quarter.
Shouldn't that ball be out on the side, too, where he called timeout? That's interesting. They move it underneath the basket.
I think it's below the free throw line. They move it to the baseline, perhaps?
I've seen some balls taken out right in that spot down there low, so maybe they do. Maybe that's kind of a thing that they – I always thought they took it out deep sometimes there in the corner. See, here we go. Make sure we pass the ball, get open, set some screens, too much dribbling.
Pena trying to shake free. Finds a man. It's Cortez who buries a three in the corner.
That's a rare three from Cortez, but wow, all of a sudden it's 15.
5 of his 6 have come in the second half. Braga steps into an elbow. Jay cannot connect. Rebound number 8 for Rodriguez, and another stop for the Titans. Just over 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter.
Now you want to take some time off the clock. Against Bedford, you can't. There's no reason to rush. Just come down, take your time, run offense. Like we saw yesterday, Hanover kind of took some time, run on some time off the clock, run your offense through, set screens, move. Couple minutes off the clock, and you're up 14. You're in the driver's seat.
It's a 15-point gap now. That's the largest lead. Inbound pass slapped away and stolen. Soden going to pull up for 3 in transition. Can't hit. Cortez a skying rebound for Nashua North.
That should have been a bounce pass on an inbound. Where's my bounce pass? Oh, I love the bounce pass so much.
Pena, there's a bounce pass. Finds Peters, who goes down the lane all the way to the rim. Can't get the left, but there's Rodriguez on cleanup duty.
Cleaning it up.
Working on a double-double now. How about 21-9 for the junior? Three-pointer, it's Logan O'Connell. He's off target. The weak side rebound belongs to Peters.
They've gone cold, Nick. They have gone cold.
Bedford press, shredded there by Peters. And now it's Maglani. Pena. Cortez back to Pena, goes into the lane, finds Rodriguez for 2 more.
That has been their game plan. Bread and butter right there, baby. Nice pass.
This one is blown wide open.
19-point game.
76-57 midway through the fourth quarter. Timeout, Bedford.
I'm thinking this one might just be over. Bedford might have another run in them, but that's a big lead.
Largest lead of the night.
That might be the largest lead Bedford has faced in the last couple of years.
It's also an 11-2 run here over the last couple of minutes for Nashua North.
But look what we get. We get a drive kick, easy little kick to Rodriguez. That's how they've been good right there.
Rodriguez has led the way. 23 points, 13 of those in the first half. He's got 9 rebounds by my count. A couple of block shots defensively. An unknown amount of changed shots in the paint.
Stayed out of foul trouble.
As you said off air, right, he stayed out of foul trouble, and he perhaps is playing his best all-around game of the season, at least from what we've seen.
Yeah, I agree. And he's not trying to do too much. He's not out shooting threes. He's doing what he does well. He's around the basket, he's rebounding, changing shots, and he's making 2-footers. He's making easy baskets because his teammates are getting him easy baskets. He better, in the NFL, quarterbacks always buy their offensive linemen gifts. He better buy his guards gifts tomorrow. Maybe at lunch, get him a little slushy or something for this.
Soden on the baseline, up and under, can't connect, and there's the double-double for Rodriguez.
That's the change shot right there. We just talked about. He changed Soden's shot.
Here he is again, going back to work on the offensive end. bodied up and fouled. And that may be Soden's fourth.
And he got a lot of ball. A little body on that too, but good pump fake. Take another look.
Soden with 4.
A lot of ball on that one.
3.5 remaining. Soden will stay on the floor, I'd imagine.
No, he's not coming out now. Can't.
The senior may be playing in his final game for Bedford, what's been a brilliant career for the Bulldogs.
He's an excellent scorer, good defender, good teammate.
And if he wants to continue his career, I'm sure there'll be plenty of suitors. Meanwhile, it's Rodriguez, 1 for 2 at the line. A game-high 24.
20-point lead, Nick. We haven't seen a 20-point lead, I don't think, this playoff run at all anywhere.
Kazajanski unabated to the rim, gets a baseline layup. Another senior perhaps playing in his final game. This one is off the knee of the defender, went right back to Pena. Now Peters trying to avoid 2 defenders, draws a foul near midcourt.
And thankfully, though, that's only Bedford's second foul, but they might have to start fouling now just in case, so they have to stop the clock in the end and try and make them shoot free throws to win the game.
Coach Moreno calling for the trap, but a good job by Pena to get rid of it.
You don't let yourself get trapped. Right there, Peters should not let himself get trapped. Rodriguez wide open underneath the basket.
Cortez, baseline. Maglani, open look, three-pointer.
Oh, he's feeling it now. He's confident. They know they're going to win the game. They're feeling confident.
It's his 4th from downtown. It draws a smile from the captain. Meanwhile, Bedoyan is fouled.
Yeah, good. That's not a good foul now. You want to make sure you're smart. Don't foul. No silly fouls.
Largest lead for the Titans at 80-59.
And Pena has 3 as well.
You see Pena undercut the point guard a bit.
Stepped in a little bit on that shot.
You mentioned earlier, Justin, the senior class for Bedford, all they've accomplished. Looks like the journey may end tonight, but you've got Nico Bedoyan back in the fold next year, and some of these underclassmen will have a chance to get Bedford right back to this spot perhaps next year.
Yeah, I think so. You know, they have a good feeder system. They have some good young players. They have some size. Got O'Rourke there, who's a big kid on the bench. Big young kid. I think they'll be all right next year. They may not be as formidable offensively as they are now, but they're still going to be pretty good.
This one sails on Pena.
Okay, now.
And ends up out of bounds back to Bedford.
I'm going to go back. Put Rodriguez in the middle where you have some size. They're pressing.
Now,
throw the ball.
Looks like Coach Moreno is going to pull his starters off the floor here as the Bedford fans give a round of applause. Logan O'Connell is going to check out. Looks like Kazajanski as well.
Throwing in the towel. It's all right, though. They had a great season. And again, that target, massive target on their backs.
We get a look here at Dylan Soden, the 6'4 senior. He's going to get some playing time in his final game. Connor O'Rourke, who you just mentioned, the 6'5 junior, is on. Here's Danny Black. That's a 3 out of the corner from the senior that won't go. Maglani is 10th rebound. It goes up to Cortez. Cross the lane to Maglani, who was fouled.
We'll probably see some Nashua North subs here. I would guess in about, I bet he's going to let him get it down to about 1 minute and 20 and then bring in the subs for Nashua as well. Unless, maybe not. Maybe he wants to let his players play, but you just want to make sure you're careful. Bedford just ran into a Nashua North juggernaut right now. They're on a playoff and end-of-season roll.
Winners of 10 straight to end the regular season.
That's
and now looking to make it 3 in a row in this tournament after wins over Goffstown in the first round, a tough Wyndham team in the quarters, and then played with the lead most of the night here tonight against a obviously very talented Bedford team. That 3 around the rim. Cortez has another rebound.
Cortez, a good rebounding guard. I have him with 7, but good rebounding guard.
82-60. Final 2 minutes. Rodriguez, 2 more.
There he is again. See, that's why they're ahead. That type of offense that you're playing, that's how they're winning.
13 in each half for Rodriguez.
Another block shot. Stand on the floor. Good block shot. Here come the subs.
You called it. Here comes Coach Lane. He's going to bring out 5 new players and takes his starting 5 off the floor. A standing ovation from the Titan fans.
You know, I think most people would be shocked to see Bedford down 24 points here in a semifinal game.
Deep three, up and in. Logan O'Connell. No quitting the sophomore. He doubles his point total from 3 to 6. Still a big hill to climb, a 21-point gap as we come up on 90 seconds now remaining.
We'll get some of those Nashua North guys get their name in the box score, right? High post. Don't get trapped by these young guys. There it is. Another turnover.
Logan O'Connell, 2-on-2, three-pointer, up and in.
Oh, Logan O'Connell, the second three.
Back-to-back threes. 9 points off the bench for the sophomore. 84-66. Coming up on 1 minute remaining as this one is over and back against Donovan. Yeah. We're going to speak with Steve Lane live here in Exeter after the game, plus stats, highlights, analysis, and then we'll clear the deck and get ready for Pinkerton and Trinity, the second part of our semifinal doubleheader. Here's Elsmore, goes down the lane, had it partially blocked. Tracked down in the corner by Braden Lebrecht. And then this one ends up out of bounds back to the Titans.
Well, you know, your subs, you got to make sure you still handle the ball well. Bedford can kind of come in, the subs come in, just fire away. Nashua just wants to hang on to the ball at this point.
Terrio playing a little keep away. Donovan back to Terrio. And the clock ticking down towards 30 seconds.
Probably end up with an 18-point semifinal win.
Very impressive. The Titans, they trailed early in the second quarter, and that was really it. They were down 21-20 after one, but did manage to turn it back around in the second quarter, led 40-33 at half. 10-point lead going into this fourth quarter at 65-55. As we see Elsmore knock down his first two. But in the second half at least, this one never quite in doubt as Nashua North, for the first time since 2002, they're going to head to the championship game following an 84-68 victory over Bedford as the Bulldogs' reign comes to an end here in the semifinals.
Man, what a game. What a second half by Nashua North. What a game plan. Rodriguez was outstanding. Tough to see Bedford go down when you're the defending champion, but again, that target on their back is so big that everybody wants to beat them. We were hoping for that Pinkerton-Bedford rematch, but now, you know what? You see Rodriguez has some size against that Jackson Marshall. If in fact Pinkerton can get a victory over a tough Trinity squad.
That'll come up, is coming up in about 45 minutes at 7:30 Eastern time. All right, we are going to find somewhere.
Maybe.
Coach Lane. He's over there right now with athletic director Lisa Gingras on the north sideline. But let's take a look at how this one unfolded. Nashua North came out swinging out of the gate, stormed out to a 9-2 lead early. Rodriguez, 10 points in that first quarter, but Bedford, led by Luke Soden, able to take a 1-point lead into the second quarter at 21-20. But then too much firepower for Nashua North. Rodriguez continuing to do his thing. Parth Maglani, some timely baskets, both chipped in on the glass, by the way, with 10 rebounds apiece for the two juniors. And it was a 40-33 game at halftime. Nico Bedoyan tried to keep Bedford in the game in the second half, as after a 4-point first half, he scores 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10 more in the second to finish with 14 points. But the bottom falls out for the Bulldogs in that fourth quarter as Nashua North went on at one point a 13-2 run to break it open, led by as many as 21. And in the end, they sailed to the finish line with a 16-point win, 84-69. 4 players in double figures. We mentioned Rodriguez, impressive. A game-high 26. Maglani, 24. Luke Peters had a big offensive night as well. He scored 10 points, including 7 in the second half. And then Jaden Pena. Very good game, especially on the offensive end tonight. 18 points, 11 of those to help his team in the first half.
And I don't even know how many assists. We don't do assists because I think I just couldn't do them, but he probably had 8 or 9 assists as well. I'm sure we could get stats from somewhere on the assists. But, when Luke Soden only gets you 13 points, oftentimes Bedford won't win the game if he's getting you only 13. He's a guy that's got to get 26, 27, 30 every game for them to kind of – that's how they roll with him playing really well, and everybody feeds off of that. And they just came up a little short simply because Nashua's North guards were great, and they got their big guy Rodriguez open. They got him open, easy looks. And when you get somebody open, easy looks, and he gets 26, you got 26, 24, 18, 10. Peters got 10.
He played well tonight.
Yeah, he does not a guy that scores many points. He got double figures, and that's hard to beat a team that scores like that.
So Bedford, after a 17-1 campaign under head coach Frank Moreno, they're going to suffer a rare defeat here on the wrong end of this 84-68 final score. Coach Steve Lane, he's on his way up after addressing his guys in the locker room. And we'll get him mic'd up here in just a moment. Titans have now won 13 straight. I'm
telling you, it's their momentum, and they're on a roll. They're on a complete and utter roll right now.
I like to cozy up with Nick. So
he's not as sexy as me, but that's okay.
Keeping the seat warm for you, Coach. Congratulations, 13 in a row now. Your team looked like they were on that kind of a win streak. Really right out of the gate. You jumped out 9-2, and really in a lot of ways never looked back. Your thoughts?
I'm going to give credit to the kids who legitimately did what we asked them to do for the practices for the last couple days and our pregame and preparation for these guys. Bedford's a heck of a team. They're defending state champs for a reason. They haven't lost one time in 2 years. This is as good a win in the program as we've ever had.
Yeah, first time Nashua North has been to the final.
Yep.
In fact, the first time a Nashua Public High team has come since Nashua won the whole thing back in 2002.
Yep.
How about the balanced attack tonight? Obviously, it starts with Rodriguez, a game-high 26. Parth McGlani, 24. Both those guys had 10 rebounds by my count. But 18 from Pena, 10 more from Peters, and a superb defensive effort from the entire rotation, right?
For the last 2 games in this tournament, excluding this one, we've had 5 guys in double figures for both games. And we share it very well. And the kids love to play with each other, and they don't mind using the strategy that we employ to do any particular night. And tonight was obviously number one's night to pound it inside as much as we possibly can. Now, that may not be the strategy moving forward, but we'll wait and see what happens here.
Right. And then, of course, your own defensive strategy seemed to rattle Bedford at times, especially in that second half. You hold Luke Peters to just 13 points in the basketball game. Soden, excuse me.
Yes. Obviously, Luke is an unbelievable basketball player. I wish him luck in his future endeavors wherever he gets to play. But they just don't have him. I mean, Kazajanski's a great player. Brady's a great player. Nico is fine in his own right. And then they get the 2 guys that come off the bench, the Braga and the
other O'Connell.
And the other O'Connell who can make shots too. So they're a really good team. And like I said, it's a great win for our program.
Well, defensively, too, you held him, like I said, 13, and Kazajanski 14. Everybody else, single digits. You just did such a good job containing him. I was telling Nick, if you can contain Soden, you can win the game because he's going to get 30 most nights, and you did just that.
Yeah, I mean, and Luke Peters, I can't speak enough about Luke Peters. We played him the first game over at their place. I know you guys were there, and Luke Peters had hardly even played. He's getting his football legs out of him, his basketball legs back. He is a difference maker for us on the defensive end. He is only like 5-something, 5'3", 5'4", 5'5". But I'll tell you what, he is one tough little kid.
Yeah, he's tough. I was just so pleased, too, to see you guys going inside, getting your ball, getting the ball to the big fella. And your guards just have no problem sharing the ball either. They do a nice job sharing the ball, and they seem to not have a problem with that.
Yeah, well, we did that for you because I listened to a couple of your other announcements, and I know you're an old-school flex guy and baseline cuts, and I hear all the terms from
Sometimes.
you. We try to do a little bit of that for you tonight.
Sometimes I like that, but you guys play kind of free and open. That's good. I like to tell people what it is. People just go, I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of cut that is. What is that? They're flexing? They don't run that anymore. No, you guys played so well. I was just very impressed with that. Very impressed with that win.
Thanks.
All right, you got a couple of days now, a few days before the trip to Durham on Sunday. How do you approach that preparation-wise?
Tomorrow they get the day off. We go back at it Friday and Saturday, and we prepare for whatever time we're going to play. We're getting out of here. We're not concerned with who wins the game. We'll figure that out on Thursday and move forward with that. But I'm just happy for our kids that we get to play again.
What would a title mean for you personally?
Well, for me, it's not going to mean a whole heck of a lot. Right? I mean, I would love to win a title. But a lot of coaches define their careers on titles and this and that. It would be amazing for our school and for our kids, more importantly than anything else. So we'll give it hell. We'll see what we can do on Sunday.
Coach, you're on a roll. Keep it up. You're on a roll.
Guys.
Very good stuff. A spectacular 84-68 victory for Nashua North. You hear it there from Steve Lane. You can tell he's very proud of his guys and the effort that they put forth here tonight.
I like his attitude, though. When I was coaching, kind of feel the same way. I didn't really. I love to win, but it was more about the kids. If the kids won, then you're very happy about it. When the kids lost, you felt bad for the kids. I played. It doesn't matter if I win. What I cared about, and it seems what he cares about, is that his kids play well and his kids win, and that his school wins. And that's like he said, a lot of coaches define themselves by championships and all that. He doesn't seem like that guy. He loves his kids. The kids play hard for him. Sometimes kids don't play hard for their coaches.
Right.
So he's doing something right, and I love it when he's kind of kidding around, when he when they do certain things and certain cuts, and you see if they just do one thing right to get someone open, run that flex cut or run that backdoor bounce pass that they did, how they got Rodriguez the ball. That's just winning formula. And then playing good defense on the other end. Look what they did. Soden with 13. Haven't seen that all year.
No. Impressive on both ends of the floor. Titans have now won 13 straight and will await the winner of the upcoming matchup between top seed Pinkerton and Trinity. We are just getting warm here in Exeter. In between games.
Sweaty.
The second part of our semifinal doubleheader coming up at the bottom of the hour. We'll step aside and come back then. Final score, final time. Nashua North 84, Bedford 68. It's been a presentation of the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.